Welcome, everyone, to an exciting breakdown of one of Mikhail Tal's masterpieces, a game played against Bobby Fischer in the 1959 Candidates Tournament. Sit back as we unravel the genius of the magician from Riga in this high-stakes clash of styles. Opening phase. 1. E4, C5. Tal opens with the king's pawn and Fischer responds with the Sicilian defense. A classic Fischer choice, aiming for counterplay and imbalanced positions. 2. Nf3, D6. Fischer sticks to the Najdorf structure, signaling a sharp fight ahead. 3. D4, Cx, D4, the open Sicilian. Tal invites Fischer to a dynamic battle where both players will fight for control of the center. 4. Nx, D4, Nf6. Fischer develops his knight, attacking the E4 pawn. This is all mainline theory so far. 5. Nc3, A6. Fischer opts for the Najdorf variation, his go-to weapon in the Sicilian. The pawn on A6 controls the B5 square and prepares potential queenside expansion. 6. Bg5, E6. Tal chooses the sharp Bg5 line, pinning the knight and aiming for rapid development. Fischer counters by breaking the pin with E6, preparing to develop his light-squared bishop. Mittelgänchen. 7. F4, QC7. Tal's pawn thrust on F4 signals aggression. Fischer responds by developing his queen, keeping pressure on the c-file. 8. QF3, NBD7. Both players develop logically, with Fischer coordinating his pieces to counter Tal's early initiative. 9. OOO B5. Tal castles queenside, ready for an all-out kingside attack. Fischer pushes B5, beginning his thematic queenside counterplay. 10. Tal exchanges on F6, aiming to weaken Fischer's kingside structure and seize the initiative. 11. E5, BB7. The pawn push to E5 forces Fischer's knight to retreat. Meanwhile, Fischer develops his bishop, eyeing the long diagonal. Sacrificial brilliance. 12. QH3, Dex E5. Tal shifts his queen to H3, setting his sights on the king's side. Fischer grabs the central pawn, tempting Tal into an attack. 13. NXE6, FE6. And here comes the fireworks. Tal sacrifices his knight on E6-6, tearing apart Fischer's pawn structure. This is the hallmark of Tal's style, sacrifices that are hard to refute over the board. 14. FX-E5. Fischer captures the pawn, staying calm under pressure, but the position is already incredibly sharp. 15. BXB5 plus AXB5, another sacrifice. Tal gives bishop on B5 to lure Fischer's pawns forward, exposing the black king. 16. RE1 QG5. Tal brings his rook into the game, creating threats down the E-file. Fischer checks with the queen, trying to regain control. Attack unleashed. 17. KB1 BC8. Tal's king sidesteps to safety while Fischer retreats his bishop to protect key squares. 18. QF3 RB8. Tal's queen centralizes, adding more fuel to the attack. Fischer defends the B-file, preparing to contest the rook's activity. 19. Q6 plus KF7. Tal's queen invades, forcing Fischer's king to flee to F7. The black king is now dangerously exposed. 20. QC7 plus ND7. Fischer blocks with the knight, but his position is becoming critical. 21. RxD7 plus BXD7. Tal sacrifices his rook for Fischer's knight, completely dismantling the black defense. 22. QXD7 plus B7. The queen takes control of the 7th rank. Fischer brings his bishop back, but the damage is done. 3. Q6 plus KF8. Tal captures another pawn, keeping Fischer's king under constant threat. 24. RF1 plus BF6. The rook joins the attack, pinning the bishop and tying down Fischer's pieces. 25. ND5 Re-H. Tal brings his knight into the fray, threatening lethal discoveries. Fischer defends with his rook, but the position is hopeless. 26. QD plus KF7. The queen checks again, driving Fischer's king further into the open. 27. NXF GXF6. The knight captures on F6, eliminating one of the last defenders. 28. QD5 plus K11. Fischer's king is now completely vulnerable, with no escape. 29. QD7 plus Kale's queen keeps up the pressure, forcing the black king into the corner. 30. An H4 QE5. Tal pushes the H-pawn, preparing to deliver the final blow. Fischer tries to trade queens, but it's too late. 31. QD's KG7. Another check forces Fischer's king closer to the end. 32. H5 H6. Tal continues his advance, creating unstoppable threats. 33. QD7 plus RE7. Fischer's rook blocks, but it's a desperate move. 34. QG4 plus QG5. Fischer offers a queen trade, but Tal refuses, keeping the attack alive. 35. QF3, Tal's queen centralizes again, preparing the final attack. 36. A3 re1 plushed. Fischer checks, but Tal's king is safe. 37-1 plus a flurry of exchanges occurs, but Tal remains in control. 38. KR2 Q5. Fischer tries one last time to create counterplay, but his position collapses. 39 QB7 plus KF8. Tal's queen invades again, sealing Fischer's fate. 40. QC8 Kef's another check leaves Fischer with no good moves. 41. QB7 plus 6, Fischer's king is forced into the open. 42, QC8 plus KD5, the black king is now fully exposed. 43, D8 plus KC4, Fischer's king is hopelessly lost in the middle of the board. 44, B3, the pawn push sets up a beautiful checkmate. 45, QD3, and it's mate. Tal delivers a stunning checkmate, showcasing his genius for attack and sacrifice. Post-game analysis. Tal's brilliance shines in this game, where he sacrifices material with absolute confidence in his attacking potential. Fischer, though a defensive wizard, couldn't withstand the relentless pressure. This game is a testament to the power of initiative, creativity, and the indomitable spirit of Mikhail Tal. Let me know if you want further analysis or adjustments.